What up? Totally Tuesday. How's everybody? I'm really good. I just got in from work. I had just a really good, easy shift. We were like just busy enough, nothing crazy, low key. Epic snack night, all the top manifestations. We pretty much feasted. It's a good night. Much to be grateful for. I hope everybody is doing well. We're here for our weekly manifestation reading to check in to see what would best serve us in regards to the goals that we're trying to manifest. Okay, well already we've got a couple of cards hurling themselves over. Love this. Contemplation time. Woof. Have you guys been processing a lot of those depths of Pisces? Like the deepest, like distant wounds and memories coming up for epiphanies? Just having a bit of the morning weeps, have you been? Just a quick slide down the wall and on with your day. Yeah, a lot of us have been talking about it, and it's just been exhausting. So yeah, don't feel bad if you just need some extra time right now to sit with all of this alone, processing. It's like the solitude. It's a fine line right now between needing the solitude and also really needing companionship. Like I feel like we're all just walking a tightrope between isolation and solitude, like loneliness and happy hermitude, back and forth through the hours. But I think that this is good. Every indication out there is hinting that March is going to start picking up, lots of energy, lots of opportunities. April will follow those opportunities with more energy, and then I think tests are coming in April. The 2023 predictions hinted at some storminess. So it's like every time there's like a little bit of light that's revealed to us this year, the theme is sort of like, all right, opportunity, light, happiness, like fortune, and then process, testing, making sure that we're still embodying this new up-leveled self, right? So it's like we're getting a little bit of progress, and then we'll be tested with it. A little bit of progress, and then we'll kind of be tested. So I think that that's kind of like the pace of the year. So just settle in and just know that we're just going to be going through these little initiations and then a boon, initiation and then a boon. It's just sort of like every few weeks through the year. So just don't feel bad. Don't feel like something is wrong. It's like it's right on time. It's exactly what's supposed to be playing out and how. So contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. Yes, so this is the perfect time to get in your imagination and really get psyched and excited and feel the vision vividly of what it's going to feel like to already be in the life that you're trying to manifest for yourself, the life that you're trying to grow. Just imagine already being in it and already being excited and happy and fulfilled while you're already there. This is also a good time to really like get solid about looking at your past patterns and really like looking at how far you've come and how hard you've worked to get here. And just value that so strongly and get so super clear on who you are right now and really get to know like yourself, your vibration, your energy level. Pay attention to all of that, because while you're alone, you can recalibrate and actually see what it's like to be you on a daily basis without anybody else's energy influencing you, right? So the gift of solitude is that if you get to spend at least a few weeks with yourself without other people's influence making you stressed or second guessing yourself or whatever, it's like how do you feel? what kinds of moods are you in? You know, what really lights you up? What do you like to spend your time doing without someone else's agenda influencing you, right? So this is a good time so that when you do have new things in your life, whether it be a new opportunity in a job, or your dreams are coming true and everything is changing in your professional life, whether all of a sudden you're introduced into a new friend group and you've got like all kinds of new things coming at you all the time, or whether maybe you're starting to date some new people, or one new person and it's getting, you know, things are taking off. Those are all things that can be very influential to your energy and your focus and your intention. So you don't want, even good things can pull you out of alignment and kind of distract you from getting you, you know, off your bearings. So you just want to make sure that you maintain all of the areas of your life that have gotten you into such a great state of being. You want to be able to maintain those, right? So say you got really excited about a new position at work, or you got a new job, or you've like switched careers. It's tempting to want to burn the wick at both ends and, you know, put in the midnight oil. But you don't want to do that, because then, I mean, you want to do it to some degree, but you don't want to neglect the other areas of your life, because then that's how you'll get burnout. So you want to maintain, right? You want to keep those boundaries, and you want to keep doing the things that light you up and are important to you. So you don't want to like let go of your workout routine and then like let your house, you know, get all, you know, a wreck, and, you know, you just start like getting comfortable just like drinking every night because you're just trying to wind down, and then you lose all those healthy habits, right? Even though you've got this great new opportunity that you're excited about. See what I'm saying? Like this happens in couples, right? When you start dating somebody, it's like you get really excited and you're like spending the night over at each other's house, and then you're sleeping in, and then you're like doing stuff together through the morning, and you're going on little lunches, and you're not working out anymore, and you both start getting fat, and you don't do the things that you used to, and then you're spending so much time together because you love spending each other, you know, time together, but then all of a sudden it's like the mystique is worn off and you spent too much time together too soon. So like pace yourself, right? So spend the time alone now, so that if you do start dating someone, you remember who you are and what is important to you, and you can maintain your routines whilst slowly incorporating these new influences into your life, right? So another thing that is valuable about this moment that we have is to really look at those subconscious patterns that come up when we're triggered, that are rooted from like those deep like wounds from the past, or those experiences from like so long ago. These are basically like almost like computer viruses, right? That get put into our hard drive when we're in a galvanized moment where we're impressionable and we're very like emotionally overwhelmed. Our subconscious comes in and it creates some kind of story and algorithm, if you will, to handle the situation. And so sometimes that subconscious, especially when it's coming from a very small child, it picks out these very black and white thoughts and perceptions about things. Things that are easy to grasp, but not always true, right? Sometimes they're absolutely absurd. So just because your parents might have been in a very stressed out moment and snapped at you or something at a certain point, and they may not have meant to make you feel this way, but because they would do that, you felt like you were a burden, right? Like you were causing them stress, and you were in the way. And even though that's not true, that's like what you believed. And so now it's like when people get stressed around you and they start snapping, it's like you think it's your fault and that you're in the way. But those are the moments where you just have to be like, okay, no, I feel really stressed when other people are like stressed and snappy, because I think that it means that I'm going to be rejected or attacked, or that it's my fault that I'm making them, you know, act like this, when really you should just say, you know what, like that person's having a moment, they're overwhelmed, like it has nothing to do with me, and even if they're snippy, like it doesn't have anything to do with me, like I can just chill and not take it personally, and I'll just give them their space or offer them help or whatever, but it's not going to bother me, right? So, all of that to say, spend some time alone contemplating these things that are coming up, because the more that you can witness those default settings, the more you can be like, oh, this isn't true anymore, and I don't really want to react like that, because then it dominoes into feeling regret that I acted like that, and there's cleanup, and there's chaos. So it just helps you take things slower and be more present and actually use that free will to choose how you want to go forward and how you want to be. Rest. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. So rest is very powerful. Rest puts you in a state of passive energy, which is feminine, which is receiving. It opens the vessel to the universe. And part of the reason is because when you're at rest, you are kind of in a sense of trust, surrender. You've let go. You're not holding on to that white-knuckled grip, trying to force things to happen, trying to make it happen. You know, you've released. Your mind is on something else. You're relaxed. You're probably feeling serene, happy, all kinds of things. And so that allows you to be lighter. It allows you to be an open channel so that things can go through and come through, right? So it's a demonstration of faith and certainty, because what happens when you don't have certainty? Your rest is disrupted because you're anxious, you're fearful, you're feeling scarcity, you're feeling lack, you're feeling doubt. And so it's hard to rest. It's hard to relax. It's hard to sleep. Sometimes it's been suggested in Kabbalah and in Abraham Hicks sessions that rest and actually taking a nap or having good sleep is actually a very powerful and productive thing to do. According to Abraham Hicks, when we go to sleep, we are not causing any resistance to the universe with our mind chatter, with our moods, with our limiting beliefs. It's just like we're not doing any damage, so the universe can do its work. It's like we're not adding any resistance. It's like, just strap her down, calm down, give her a pill. Put her down. So when we're asleep, it's so much easier. We're so much more valuable for the universe to help, because we're not ruining anything. So that is very helpful. We're in a state of surrender and release. And so it's not causing resistance. And according to Kabbalah, when you go to sleep, that is when your soul is recharged on a daily basis. Your soul is eternal, but it needs to recharge its batteries. And so we go through this purification process every day. And what that is that when we go into a deep sleep, our soul, most of our soul, like 90%, 99% of our soul leaves our body. The remaining part of our soul is like this 1% pure spark of life and light force and pure life essence, and that keeps all of our internal systems going so that we don't actually die. But we're partially dead when we're in a deep sleep. And so our soul goes to the upper realms, and it goes through this mini judgment day, and it cleanses and it renews. And then during that deep sleep phase, we can send messages to people or receive messages from people. We can have proactive confrontation, right? We've been talking about that recently, about, when you don't know whether it's a good idea to talk to someone about something, the best way to do it is to set the stage by having conversations with them on a soul-to-soul basis before it ever happens in the physical, right? So you're setting the energy up. And you've already been communicating with them telepathically. Let's see what else. You can get answers to questions in your dreams. Your dreams can guide you if you pray about that before bed. And upon waking, like write your dreams down and look them up in a dream interpreter. I like to use Dream Moods. That is dreammoods.com has been to me the most accurate and consistently accurate interpretation source that I've found. So I really like them. But yeah, during your sleep, you can get a lot of soul correction done. You can actually up-level your soul in your sleep if you set those intentions before bed, because that's what your soul is out there doing. It's doing its work and its correction with your spirit team. So if you set those intentions before you go to sleep, like Creator, like please help me solve this problem in my dreams. Please send me the answer to this. Please send me, help me connect with my soulmate so we can figure out what we need to do in order to pass this initiation so that we can become united. All of those things you can pray about before bed and ask for answers and guidance in your sleep. And just because you don't remember the dreams doesn't mean that your soul doesn't remember them and that like the information wasn't received. Like it might be, you just may not consciously remember because the Creator may need you to go through the process without knowing the answer. It's like having like sometimes we get to take an open book test with the Creator and he gives us helps and hints along the way. But sometimes we have to take a closed book pop quiz and we can't have the answer yet. So sometimes we have the answer, it's just not in our conscious mind until it's safe for us or it's more beneficial for us to pass the test first, and then we get the answer. So just trust that your soul is working on it, even if your conscious mind isn't quite aware yet. Okay, what else? What else do we need to know for the week ahead in order for us to move forward towards our dreams? Ooh, okay, final 2 cards. Dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. So get into that visualization state in your mind. Get into the highest vibe you can. I love doing this while I'm like walking through the woods or like especially when I'm running because my energy is so high, my vibe is so high that I like to visualize all of my dreams like working out in my mind as vividly as I can when I'm in like a really primed, pumped state. And we've been having these messages pretty consistently for probably the last year and a half now that we need to dream bigger, that our expectations are almost too small. So there's something, we're putting a cap on ourselves. We're being a little bit too limited, or we're thinking a little bit too small. And that might be what is slowing us down. Maybe what we're reaching for isn't quite right because it's not big enough. It's not like we're underestimating like what we're meant to be doing. So let go of small thoughts about yourself. Even on a daily basis, as you're pursuing these dreams, don't assume that you're too tired, right? Don't speak that on yourself. Be like, yeah, I can't believe how much energy I have. Like, don't underestimate your ability to troubleshoot and figure things out and learn new skills and, your ability to do research, right? So let go of small thoughts about yourself, have confidence in your ability, and have confidence that like you're not thinking too far-fetched with your idea. And it might be that you're actually, you're not dreaming big enough. So dream big, don't shrink yourself, because whatever it is that you're set out to do, like you can't shrink. You've got to put it out there. You've got to put yourself out there in your own authentic way, but don't shrink and hide. It's time to get out there. And don't be afraid to make a statement or to do your thing confidently, right? You can have humility, but be confident also. Friendship. Make a date for a play day with one or more of your friends. That comes up with rest ever so often. And so I feel that all work and no play makes us dull boys and girls and thems. So we need to make sure that we're having enough rest and we're having enough fun and we're with the people that we enjoy, because it's the joy and the fun and the passion and the lust for life that actually draw in your manifestations. The manifestations don't come, they don't start crystallizing unless there's desire. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm not having enough fun in life, I just lose my desire for things, you know? It's like you just get like blasé and everything gets gray, and like this dull, like low level depression starts taking your appetite for things. So keep your lust for life alive by hanging out with your friends, doing fun things, getting some rest. And it might be in those moments that you get your best ideas, or that the universe can bring like a person that's going to be a great contact or a great new friend or possibly like a new suitor into your life, because you're open and you're out and the portal is open and the energy is right and you're like feeling fun and frisky. And that's when the universe can really send you things, because your heart is open and it's magnetic. We want to keep our heart open and we want to keep it magnetic with our desire and with our passion and with our joy and with our happiness. So I've been doing, like every afternoon, I've been trying to find some stand-up comedy to watch, because it just makes me laugh and it lightens my mood and it raises my vibration. And I think it just keeps me fun and sprightly, and yeah, and it's good for you. I think it always, like on a whole, it's like you don't notice that big of a difference. I mean, I notice a difference in the moment. Like I'm like, if I'm in a bad mood and I start watching comedy, I'm like, oh, I'm in a great mood now, and I can turn the day around. But after I've done that for a few days, and then like after a week, it's like I get to the end of the week and it's like, oh, I've had a fun week. It just keeps like building, and like the mood keeps growing. It's like then I'll go to work and people will be funny there, and you know, I'll be more funny than usual, and you know what I mean? So it just snowballs over time. So yeah, make sure to pack your week full of contemplation, rest, fun, dream big, because March is starting, I guess, tomorrow or today when you're watching this. So we're there, people. Spring is on the way. It is imminent. So buckle up and put on your helmets, because things are about to go fast. All right. I hope that y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later. Ciao.